Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very warm welcome to 471 Papanui Road. More importantly, the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms. By way of introduction, my name is Chris Kennedy and very proud to be your auctioneer here this afternoon for the brought forward auction of number 27 Norwood Street in Beckenham. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today's auction of 27 Norwood Street has been brought forward on the basis that our owners have received a pre-auction offer that is acceptable to them. Now, shortly I'm going to announce the level of that offer. Now, should I see bidding from that point, we will start an auction. If I don't see any further bidding, then I will knock the property down to the initiator of the pre-auction offer. Now, when I announce that opening offer, we are on the market and ready to sell at that point. May I firstly, though, before I move through the formal part of today, may I firstly acknowledge and thank our owners. We know there is choice in the marketplace. We acknowledge the choice that you've made to work alongside Bill and Lauren Clement, and we acknowledge that choice. We say thank you for choosing to work alongside this great team. Now, let me introduce you to our auction team as we move through today's auction. John McFadden over in the corner here, business owner. He's working with a buyer on the phone. I do have paperwork from buyers and bidders that are on the phone today. We have Kyle Sutherland, Executive Manager here in our Papanui office, Anna McKenzie, Operations Manager here at Papanui as well, helping with today's proceedings. I'm joined at the rostrum by my good friend and fellow auctioneer, Mr. Mark Morrison, who's going to be marking the bids. Alana Davey, she's beaming out to the big wide world web. She puts on the screen here exactly what you see, and of course what we beam out to the web. At any one time we can have a number of viewers on the internet watching our auctions. To you, we bid you a good afternoon as well. Now, I know that the great team here, Lauren and Bill, they will have made all the relevant documentation available, the limb, the title and the contract in which we work from. It's to that contract that I now take you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as your auctioneer, I may nominate the sum by which bidding can be raised. I may refuse any bid should I deem it not to be in the best interests of our sellers. I, or a real estate agent acting for the seller, may submit a bid on behalf of any other person, and as your auctioneer, I'll clearly identify those bids as they are placed or prior to them being placed. I know that Bill is on the phone with a buyer, John McFadden's on the phone with a buyer. Be assured, we have cited that paperwork as I have indicated earlier today. Now, if a dispute arises concerning any bid, be assured I'll simply determine that dispute, or I'll reoffer the property at the last undisputed bid. At the conclusion of the auction, which is the fall of the hammer, you as the lucky or the successful purchaser will be required to do a number of things. Sign the memorandum recording the sale, in other words the contract, pay a deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price, and complete the GST information in Schedule 1. Very clean, clear, concise, cash and unconditional is your contract. I commend it to you. I wish you all the very, very best. Buyers in the room, you are in a cash and unconditional position. Be bold, be strong with your bidding. If I miss it, don't be offended. I won't be offended should you yell at me. I will certainly take that on board. I'm very sorry if I've upset the wee one with my big voice. I'll try and bring it down just a little bit. Lauren, Bill, Clement, you all set to go. Nice to be working alongside you. Great campaign, very quick campaign, but obviously very, very effective. Nice to be working alongside both of you in today's auction. Now, the property itself, though, ladies and gentlemen, it is more formally described as number 27 Norwood Street, Beckenham in Christchurch City. It is a freehold parcel of land, some 800 square metres. It is on Lot 3, deposited plan 313909, contained, described in certificate of title, folio 55000 of the Canterbury Land Registry. You're bidding today GST inclusive, so what you bid is what you pay. Possession and settlement date set down for the 20th of August 2020 or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. We take that you have read clauses 22 through to 25.2. You bid, you buy on that basis, cash and unconditional, and we do note that today's sale, ladies and gentlemen, is the property at 27 Norwood Street is being sold in an as-is, where-is condition. So it is, as you see it, uninsured, ladies and gentlemen, a fine property too. Let me just take you back one last time before I announce the level of that pre-auction offer. I think this has got stunning curbside appeal. It's shrouded in a little bit of privacy, and as you walk up the gate, it really is just one of those beautiful villas. It's tree-lined street, just shines. I can imagine that in the summer when it's all full of leaves and leafy trees. It just looks magnificent. We're zoning to some of the smartest schools, the finest schools on offer here. Thorrington, Beckenham Primary, and of course Cashmere High. 800 square metres of beautiful land. It is very good land. It's established. It's a street frontage, a little bit over 16.5 metres long, ladies and gentlemen. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. There's multiple living spaces, all positioned to capture the best of sun going in any one time. Ladies and gentlemen, 20 years of ownership. That's how long our current owners have been there, just over 20 years. So it is a privilege to be able to represent our owners here today, ladies and gentlemen. And to our owners, we wish you all the best. 20 years, who bids? Let me announce, sorry, before I call for a bid, what that pre-auction offer is. Just getting a little bit excited. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had a pre-auction offer that is acceptable to our owners at $455,000. I'll give you some time to digest that. I look for a rise from here, though, at 455. Is there another 5 in the room at 455? 60 now. Welcome to you, sir, and 65 at the back now. 65 and 70 over here. It is 75, 475. Sorry? 500. Welcome in, madam. 500. Good luck to you. Loving this race. 510, 510 and 20, is it? 520, 30 now, he says with confidence. $530,000. Do I say 40? Yes, he says. 540. One bid seldom buys, but happy to work with you at 540 to bid. $540,000. I look for 10 on from here at 540. 540. That's chiropractically damaging at this stage, sir. 540. I look for 5. But 440. Got it here. Yeah. I saw it here first. I'm sorry. 545. Happy to take 550. 50 it is at 550. 55 now. 555. It's like that Subaru at 555. At 60 now. $560,000. Fairly bid and offered. Don't be afraid to yell at me. 65 now. 565 called. $565,000. Sorry? 70. Thank you. 570. Yeah. Take confidence, sir. Others see value at this level too at 570. At $570,000, we are on the market. We sell at 571. Happy to do it. 71, 2, 3. He's back again. He's back again. In the nick of time. Well done, sir. At 573. 573. 5. 577. I'm 75 over here. 576. 576. 576. Hesitation will always cost you more. 576. 77. 77 it is. I'll come to you first. 8. 577 the bid here now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to sell it. I give you 3 opportunities at 577. 580. Where'd that come from? Bill on the phone. 580. There you go. Hard to keep up with, but I'm happy to work with it. At $580,000, fairly bid and offered now. Shall we go to 590? 582. 580 with you, Bill, at 580. What he's saying down here, buyers, I'm going to sell it at 580. At $580,000, haven't forgotten about the young couple in the middle here. Yep. 581? Yep. 81. 581 against you, Bill, at 581. First. 583. 583. 4? Okay, 4. 5? 4 down here, seated and centered at 584. Against you now, Bill, at 584. Once, quickly. 585. 5? 585, yep. 6? Come on, look good on your resume. $585,000. I'm going to sell it. Have I had your best, madam? 585? 6. Got it here, sorry. 7. 587. 590, there you go. At 590. 3 on from here, Bill. Shall we say 593? 590 down here. Once. 595. 595. 595 here. At 595. $595,000. What are we saying, buyers? 96. 96. 596. Shall we go to 600? One last lunge for the keys. 596. Once. Twice. $596 with you, Bill, at 596. First time. Oh, I'm being told. Slow down. At 596. Can I call for an increase? Have I seen your best? Have I seen your best?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You're allowed to change your mind. You did it 3 times. Happy to work with you. Have I seen your best? 596. I'm going to sell it once, twice, third caller. You in out, sir. I won't take a late bid at 596.
7.
597. 597. Afford you the same courtesy bill at
598.
598. Sir, quickly now at 598. I'm going to sell it for the want of another bid. First, second, hold tight. Third time, $598,000. Delighted to announce 27 Norwood Street. It goes. It is gone and sold. Well bought. 598,000. On behalf of myself, Bill and Lauren Clement, thank you for taking the time to come along. We now move forward at 4 o'clock to the second of our pre-auction properties that is coming forward, and Mr. Mark Norrison will be your auctioneer at that point.
Well, folks, a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Welcome along to the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms. Mark Morrison is my name. I'll be your auctioneer. Very happy to be working alongside you here. We're here to do a couple of things here this afternoon. Firstly, to inform you that we have received a pre-auction offer that is acceptable to our owners at number 133 Lonsdale Street in New Brighton. Secondly, we're here to see whether or not we will receive any bids over and above that pre-auction offer level. Assuming that we do, we will therefore hold an auction here this afternoon. If we don't see any bidding, any hands in the air, then I will simply knock the property down to the initiator of that pre-auction offer amount. Now, before we get into the showtime piece of this afternoon, I'd like to take some time to acknowledge our sellers. We thank them for their choice and agency. We appreciate that there is choice out there in the marketplace. We thank and congratulate them for working alongside the great team here at Harcourts Gold. Now, I'll just take some time to introduce you to some of the key friendly faces who are around the room. Firstly, to my left, Chris Kennedy, one of my fellow auctioneers and good friend, Mr. Chris Kennedy. He's also one of our business owners here in the Harcourts Gold team. He'll be scribing the bids and just making sure that everything that we see up here is recorded down on the paperwork. Across the room to my right, Lynette McFadden, another one of our Harcourts Gold business owners, and to her right, Cameron Bailey, another gold business owner, and also Brendan Hart, our two listing consultants here for Lonsdale Street. I think that's everyone I've got, so a few friendly faces in the room. Should you need any assistance throughout this afternoon, do just make yourself known to any of the team. Now, I know that the team at Gold will have made all of the documentation and relevant documentation available to you for today's auction, including the limb, the title, and of course the contract from which we work from, which has been approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand as well as the Auckland District Law Society. Now, there are a few rules and regulations that we still must play by when it comes to bidding and buying at auction. Things are done a little bit differently given the fact that this is an auction that has been brought forward. We have accepted a bid that has been accepted by our owners. Given the fact that that start price is effectively our reserve, it's very unlikely that I will nominate the sum by which the bids increase or that I'll refuse a bid, but I do have that right. Should I refuse a bid, or if there's a dispute with any bid, well, I'll simply revert to the last undisputed bid and then we can just recommence the bidding sequence from there. Now, there'll be no vendor bids placed by myself as auctioneer, given the fact that that starting price is effectively our reserve. That would not be the right thing for us to be doing. Now, at the conclusion of the auction here this afternoon, which is dictated by the gavel coming down to the rostrum such as this, should it come down in your favour, congratulations, you are the successful purchaser. Before you commence those celebrations, there are a few requirements of yourself. Firstly, you'll need to sign the agreement, and in doing so, you're acknowledging receipt of the approved sale and purchase agreement guide. Secondly, you'll arrange to make payment of a very neat 10% of the purchase price. And thirdly and finally, you'll complete the GST information as outlined in Schedule 1. So folks, they are the rules of engagement here this afternoon. Very clean, concise. Of course, all of your bidding here is cash and it is unconditional here today. Very shortly, as I said before, I will announce the level of that pre-auction offer. Should I not receive a bid, I will simply knock the property down to the initiator of that pre-auction offer. And there we go. Now, let's go and have a look now if I can. Firstly, I'll welcome in Brendan Hart and Mr. Cameron Bailey. They've been your real estate 1-2 punch, looking after you on your journey towards home ownership and bringing to the market number 133 Lonsdale Street in New Brighton. More formally described as being an estate and cross lease. It's flat 1 on deposited plan 57595, on lot 2 deposited plan 5271, as having a half share in some 506 square metres of land. Now, the chattels list, that remains unchanged. That is certainly as circulated. Vacant possession, that is guaranteed come that conjoined settlement and possession date, which is set out for 10 working days from the date of this agreement, unless, of course, you have arranged with our owners for an alternative date. Also, just draw your attention to those further terms of sale towards the rear of the agreement, clauses 21 and 22. And as I mentioned before, any bidding this afternoon is, of course, cash and it is unconditional. Well, I had the privilege, I should say, to visit this property last week with some of my colleagues in the office, and the first thing that struck me about this lovely little home was the fact that it is brick and tile. I think that just really never goes out of style. That single level 2-bedroom townhouse, this is a real honey for one lucky party this afternoon. Good things, they say, come in small packages, but there is certainly plenty of space here as well. I like the fact that all the living is to the north, so it's sighted for that sun. You'll be able to chase the sun all day long, and there's actually really nice flow there through that dining kitchen area. The breakfast bar is a nice spot I would suggest to enjoy a morning coffee and read the paper. Those 2 bedrooms, well, they're serviced by the family bathroom. I like the flexibility on offer there as well with the separate bath and shower. The location, well, it speaks for itself. You can hear the ocean in the background. Just down the road, you've got the hot pools as well. If you enjoy the beach and the outdoors and the fresh air, I would suggest this is a wonderful offering, a wonderful location. The interest in the room does not surprise me. To my beautiful owners, all the very best. To the bidders at large in the room, all the very best to you in your buying endeavours here this afternoon. Number 133 Lonsdale Street in New Brighton. We have received a pre-auction offer that is acceptable to our owners at $360,000. You'd like to bid? 400? 5? Okay, very good at 365, and we're officially underway, folks, at 365. Good luck. Hope to see you at the end. At 365,000, I'll give you 3 opportunities to bid, but at 365, we're underway. Just let that soak over you. Hopefully you've come with some fighting funds here this afternoon for a property such as this. So just going to be 1 bid here. First chance at $365,000 for Lonsdale Street. Second opportunity here, 2 bedrooms, brick and tile, low maintenance living here. Third, 370, welcome and good luck to you as well at 370, there we go. At 372, just puts up the 2-piece to you as well at $372,000. Happy to stick in the 2s if you like, but perhaps the strategy is to stay strong with the 5s. You tell me. At $372,000 here first. 375 puts forward 3. Shaking the head, are you sure? You're out? Okay, well I'll come and check a couple more times just to be sure. You can change your mind as many times as you like. But at 375 at 3 3/4 I have here. Sit tight in the corner. First at 375. Welcome in any other late interest at this stage. Second at 375. No other properties to sell here this afternoon. If you want to bid, now's the time. Third and final time. Are you sure? Another $500? I appreciate the bidding here this afternoon. All the very best in your property hunt. Third and final time. The property at number 133 Lonsdale Street. It goes, it is sold there. Congratulations. Well bid, well bought. To our underbidders, I thank you for your participation here this afternoon. That wraps up proceeding here in the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms. We look forward to seeing you on Thursday for another lineup of fantastic offerings. Have a wonderful afternoon.